Well, this March we've been dealing with, we started our course in human behavior. Last week we talked about how to get the balance of spirit and matter, and that allows joy to express. Does everybody remember? Great. Okay. So today I wanted to talk about Job. It's a book in the Old Testament, and I know it's one of your favorites. Okay.
Yeah.
Have y'all heard of it? It's a classic tale of what can go wrong as things happen seemingly without reason. Things that can go wrong without reason. And I know you'll remember I guess last year sometime I had this fabulous service about the nice guys. The old thing about nice guys finish last, and how do bad things happen to nice people. And nice being never ignore cause and effect. There's always a reason for everything that's happening. But sometimes we can't see it. So, as I began to prepare for Job, I started having many Job moments. Little things going awry without reason. Little things happening to me, big things happening to me. It's like, why is this happening to me? Okay, God, this is uncomfortable. Can we just, not have it happen? So I got to experience what I'm going to share with you today. And since I experienced it, you don't have to. You're welcome. All right. The book has been taken and interpreted as a story that validates outer challenges as faith builders. You know, the typical story of Job. Job is challenged, and he maintains his faith throughout the persecution. So the standard take on it is these are occurring so that he can build his faith. As metaphysicians, we believe that we build our faith through manifesting our dreams. Do we need to have challenges to build our faith? No, we really don't. We need to just be able, faith is really about the ability to see the unseen prior to it coming, to know that as I hold my energy, it will come to me in matter. That's faith. Faith that God's energy will move through me. That's faith. We can exercise faith in everything. We can have faith that we have a great lunch, even though we have no idea what we're going to have. How simple is that? We can have faith in everything. We don't need to be challenged to have faith. And so that's our goal as metaphysicians, right?
Yes.
Okay, as a little girl, when I read this book, I started reading the Bible. I was between 11 and 12, and it was my commitment to read it cover to cover. That was my commitment. It took me 2 years, but I did it. So I got to Job. I started reading Job, and there was no doubt in my mind, this is a play. This is not a history story. This is not what happened. This is a play. It's entertainment. It was written so that people could see, outpictured before them, ideas that they all lived in. So when you look at it that way, you go, oh, okay, it's a play. All right, so we start off with good stuff. So I just wanted to read you the first little bit. Okay, there was a man. His name was Job. He was innocent and upright. And one who revered God and turned away from evil. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance, he had 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 she-asses, and a very great household. He was a great man in the east. His sons went and feasted in the house of each other on the appointed day, and they would send and invite their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. And so it was, when the days of their feasting were over, that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings to the number of them all. For Job said, "It may be that my sons have sinned and cursed God in their hearts," and thus Job did continually. Now, it's a good life, eh? Prosperity abundant. Now we have our adversary. So, reading on. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came among them. As a little girl, I went, oh! Now, I was raised Baptist. I knew who Satan was. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job. Never before in any of the books has Satan been mentioned. Woo! Now I'm at Job, and now we've got this word, this adversary. When you look at the original Aramaic text and the Hebrew text, the word for Satan actually means an adversary. It doesn't mean like an entity. The entity of Satan was actually grown in the New Testament. It started to be cultivated and evolved through the beliefs of the people after Jesus, not during his time. Because we didn't need a Satan in the Old Testament, because God would kick your butt. God loved you, and God punished you. We did not need a Satan. So it was interesting to hit that adversary. The sons of God gathered, and God said, Satan, what's happening, dude? What you been up to? Satan goes, I've been walking to and fro on the earth. There's to and fro. Does everybody know the story? That's what it says, walking to and fro. And God goes, did you see my man Job? He is so good. He loves me so much. And the adversary said, yeah, God, he loves you because your hand of protection's on him. He loves you because you prosper him at every turn. What if you didn't do that for him? Would he still love you? And God goes, of course. And the adversary says, I don't think so. Have you ever had that thought about somebody? Oh yeah, they're happy because look where they live. Oh yeah, they're happy because blah, blah, blah. You know, when you have that thought, you're actually being the adversary. Well, if they didn't, ho, ho, ho. You know, what kind of thoughts are we putting out? So in our play, God says to his adversary, son of God, go ahead, take it all away. He goes down and he takes the asses, the servants, the sheep, the shepherds, the camels, the servants, and the sons and daughters as well. They got hit by a wind. And this is all before chapter 1 ends.
Wow.
Job loses everything. And then Job says, and you'll remember this, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return. The Lord gave, and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. You never knew where that was, did you? You've heard that all your life. It's right there. It's in Job. Okay, so now we have Job. Job's doing cool, right? Lost everything? No problem. Well, we have another meeting up in heaven. God says, sons of God gathered. God says, hey, adversary, how's it going? Yeah, see my guy Job down there. You did all that stuff. You did all that stuff to him, and he's still cool. And the adversary said, hey man, his body's still healthy. You let me hurt his body, and he will turn from you like that. And he will not be cool anymore. And so in our story, God says, okay, go ahead. So, adversary gives him cancer, head to toe, top to bottom, everything. That's the first part of chapter 2. We have 30 long, arduous chapters following about Job's friends counseling him. It must have been one of the longest prolonged plays in the world. And they are speaking to him things that I know you've had spoken to you. They say things like this. You think you're good? Obviously you're not, or these things would not be happening to you. And Job said, but I am good. And another one said, you know, God destroys the wicked. He's destroying you. You're obviously not good. And Job said, I'm innocent. And the third one said, admit your sin and God will forgive you. And Job said, I have not sinned. And then he said, you guys, you said the same thing 10 times to me. You are wasting my time. Did I invite you over here? Did I even ask you to come? Mm-hmm. I still contend that I am innocent, and if I could talk to God myself, I would tell him how innocent I am, and I would plead my case, and I would get a judge to stand between God and I, and the judge would find me innocent. And they said, oh, you're so perfect you can talk to God? Who do you think you are talking to God? Then what happens is, 30 chapters later, Job is still talking to his buddies, and all of a sudden, who appears? God. And God says, guys, what's happening? And Job says, and God says, do you have any idea what you're talking about? Do you remember when I created the earth? Do you remember when all the sons of God sang when the earth was created? Do you remember that? You don't remember that, do you? So what is all this going on about you're going to argue with me? Do you think I wasn't here the whole time this is going on? I've been watching. I've been here. And Job says, okay, I'm going to shut up now. And then God says to him, ready? Gird up your loins. Gird up your loins. That means get back in your own clothes. Gird up your loins. Be who you are. Deck yourself with majesty and excellence, and array yourself with glory and beauty, and release your anger. And I will give you credit when your own right hand has saved you. Gird up your loins. Now, when you look at the book of Job, and I know I'm getting a little clinical here. However, when you look at the book of Job, there are hypotheses that the antagonist was actually entered into the book later, that the play was written. And if we take out the story of the sons of God, the sons of man, Satan, the adversary, and we just have the story of Job, and then Job losing everything, and then Job talking to God, it's hard to see what happened, isn't it? There's no one to blame. There's no one to blame. It's hard to see what caused the whole event. But as metaphysicians, don't you know there's a cause to the event? The hypothesis clinically is that Satan did not become a part of the Hebrew culture, the Jewish culture, until after the exile in Babylon. And when they were in exile, the two southern tribes, they were exposed so severely to, or so greatly to, the duality of gods, that when they came back, the idea of two gods, an adversary against God, was in their culture now. And it would bleed through in some of the writings. So this is like 550 BC. But the original story could have been ancient. But we need to have a reason, because we forgot what the reason was that Job went through these experiences. Did anybody hear the reason as I read? I always have my seminary students tell me, what was the causal thought? Why did Job go through all of this stuff? And most of them say, because Satan did it too. There was an outside power that made them have those experiences to prove their faith in God. Now, metaphysically, is that sound? No. You guys are on the edge of your seats, right? Okay. Job 1:5. His children are partying. After the days of their feasting were over, Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For he said, it may be that my sons have sinned and cursed God. And thus he did continually. Job stepped in and took the responsibility of his children's behavior onto his consciousness. Anytime you take the responsibility of anybody's behavior onto your personal consciousness, you are now in their consciousness. And the door is open to whatever they experience. Whatever karma they've got coming, whatever fears they have. If you put yourself up as, I need to intercede on their behalf, not just pray for them, but intercede on their behalf and fix their lives for them, you are now living in their skin. Do you think, let's take the adversarial story out, do you think that living in the skin of a bunch of children, that who knows what they're doing, all of the other effects, losing wealth, losing sense of being, losing all that, could have happened? Could have happened, couldn't it? When you live at someone else's consciousness, you receive their energy. You have made them more important than you. Thank you, Sandy, for the divine gift. Therefore, your energy doesn't create for you freely. Your energy is used in supporting them in their consciousness. Isn't that cool? Do you love Job? So most of you are going to say, that is such a great story. I love that story. That is a fabulous story. Wonderful story. What does it mean to me? Great history lesson. Love it. Love it. Did you love it?
Yes. Loved it.
Thank you.
What does it mean to me?
What does it mean to me? So we have an opportunity this morning for some of our little IQ players to demonstrate a possibility of what your life might look like. Okay, now are you ready to see a friend that you might know?
Yes.
Okay. So, here we have Adriana. She is a beautiful, beautiful, happy girl. And her thought chooser, Robbie, is the part of her that makes the thoughts of how she's going to act in the world. So when things happen to her, Robbie is that thought body within her that says, this is what we're going to do because we have things happening. Now, Adriana has just gotten married. She's living a beautiful, happy, 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 happy life. And her thought chooser comes in.
Now, you get to live up to his expectations.
Sure, I hope I can live on his expectations.
So she begins being the wife, aware of his needs, aware of what he has going on, and then time goes on and another occurrence.
Your company is having financial problems. So you're going to have to work harder ooh, to make them money.
Okay.
Work hard.
And she joyfully takes on the challenge. I shall work hard and I shall make them more money. And time passes and she's doing well. And her thought chooser,
Your husband doesn't know what to do, and so he needs you to do things his way right now because he's just not very confident in himself. So he needs you to do things his way.
okay. So she agrees to just block her ability to see clearly so that her husband can have all his ideas manifest right now. And time goes on.
Money. You need more money. The company needs more money.
Okay.
So she's working harder, living her little life. And time goes on.
Here I am again. Money. Your husband's decisions haven't worked out very well.
Okay, I will work harder.
So now she's having a new path. She's got some commitment all over, trying to make money, working harder, and then
Things are too stressful, and you're too happy, and nobody likes it. So, honey, respect the stress.
Okay,
Not happy.
okay, I will. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for being so happy.
and time goes on.
Your husband really needs a promotion, and he needs you to be intelligent and act intelligent.
But I'm intelligent.
Oh well.
But she's doing well. She's balancing it, isn't she? All right, and then
Here we go. Your boss is falling apart. Just falling apart. Can't stand it. You have got to go to the bank and get more money. More money. Bank.
Okay. Okay.
now she's getting very used to this. This is becoming easier and easier. It's not happy, but it's familiar. And then
Your husband lost all of your investments. And it's not going to work out so well.
That's not possible. He had a great plan.
Well, it just didn't work out.
so she takes on the responsibility of the full burden. And then
Oh, let me get this so you can wear it. Your sister, she's in bad shape. She lost her house and her job, everything. It's all gone.
Oh my God. What I can do? I don't know nothing.
You're gonna have to help her.
I cannot do nothing. I don't know how to do it. But I have to do something. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh, my husband, my sister. Oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Yolanda. Now your mother's sick.
Oh no.
Gird up your loins.
What do you mean?
Get back into your own clothes, man. Stop wearing everybody else's stuff. You didn't create any of this.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Did you create your mother's illness?
No. Did you create it?
No, she created it. Why do you wear it?
I don't know.
Has it helped your mother to wear her illness?
No.
Has it helped you?
No.
Don't you think you'd help her more if you just loved her?
Well, I thought that I can help them.
Take off the hat.
Sure?
Yeah.
But I thought that I was able to help them.
Okay, listen. Yes, for my help here?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you know your sister created all her stuff too, right?
Yeah, but I thought that I...
Why don't we let her go too? Go ahead.
Okay.
Now look how much you worry about finances and money. Do you work hard enough?
God, but I...
Do you think you can work harder?
But I thought that I have to help them and
Do you have to solve the problems, everybody else's financial problems?
So you mean I don't have to worry about those problems?
This is their creation, not yours.
Really?
Yeah.
So what I should do? I don't know what to do.
One more.
What?
Let's take this one. It's really big.
Well, God.
Why don't you take them all off?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. But I thought that I was helping.
You're fine. You're fine.
God, but what about if I am not enough? I don't know if I can help.
Listen, everything you just released, you're trying to solve the problems of others. Everything that remains covers your true self. Because others asked you to. You stopped speaking, you stopped honoring your own ideas, and you dimmed your light.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't need you anymore. God, so tell me what else I need to do.
You need to just be yourself. You need to just try.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm free.
When you wear your own clothes, make yourself beautiful.
Can I take this off too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll always be good enough.
Did anybody see anybody they know?
Yeah.
Did anybody see themselves? So, our moral of our story is, don't take responsibilities for others. Make yourself beautiful. Get in your own skin and make yourself beautiful. If you do that, you will heal yourself. And that is your job. The resolution, get in your own skin, make yourself beautiful, and I will know that you have saved yourself by your own hand. Get in your own skin and make yourself beautiful. We can get in our own skin. Okay, I'm going to let everybody go. Make myself beautiful. Express who I am. Be who I am. Deck yourself out. Deck yourself in majesty and greatness. Deck yourself out. Whatever makes you feel good. And take that light out into the world. And I will know that you have saved yourself by your own hand because you created all your problems by your own hand. Easy? Do you love Job?
Yeah.
It's a fun little story. All right, well, let's go within. I want you to breathe and just see a beautiful cone of light come over you. And just feel that beautiful love of God filling you now. And feel a peace descending. And I want you to imagine that you can lift up into a space where you are just in your own energy, just seeing the energy you carry. Lifting up into a space where you're not thinking about anyone else. Let's bring Jesus Christ to stand by your side. And I want you to become aware of what you are wearing that does not belong to you. Issues from your spouse. Issues from your work, your job. Self-imposed limitations. And I want you to look at the energies that you carry and look deep within your heart. Is there a feeling that these issues will make you good? Carrying these issues will help you be valuable. Just breathe and feel a light coming over you. And allow this light to begin to cleanse the issues that you carry. Letting everything begin to melt. Feel the light pouring through. And it's okay to release. I release the spouse. I release the job. I release the ideas that I'm responsible for the behavior of anyone. I release the idea that I am responsible for the life of anyone. And feel your energy field becoming clear and clean. I am responsible for my life. And as you breathe, feel your heart opening. I am beautiful. I make myself beautiful in the world. I am beautiful. And feel your light shine. And as it shines, feel that it shines unconditionally, without the conditions of the world around us. And feel the hand of Jesus Christ reaching for yours. And through your work, you create your reality. And through His love, He is always there to guide and support. God, we ask that your light just fill us. We ask that that love enfold us. And as we step forward this day, put our feet on a new path. Take a breath. Very gently begin to bring your energy back into your body. Coming back into the chair. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Do we have any releasing?
Yes.
Did anybody see things they could let go of?
Yes.
Of course, in human behavior, these things sneak up on us, don't they? We don't even realize that we are not being ourselves. We don't realize we're not being ourselves until we realize we're not happy. And then we say, what happened? And what do we say? What happened to me? Where am I? Where am I? So when we go forth today and this week, let's let ourselves be loved. Let's let our light shine. And when someone offers you their responsibility, no thanks. Look what you created. How exciting for you. No thanks. Can we do it?
Yes.
Yeah, you go.
There you go.